Well, hey, you're here. You've made it. Hoorah! You're just in time. You will excuse me while I teleport to a different dimension. I'm afraid. Well, hey, Cow, you're here. Well, now I forgot to do our introductions. Normally, after I say, well, you're here, hoorah, then I say, where is here, you may ask, followed by a penitent, good question. And then I come to my introductions, and that's where I say, I'm Gravity, and this is Cow, and this is the MindGriller Server. And where on the MindGriller Server are we? That's not easy to say, as the most frequent viewers of this channel may know, and that means both of you. The MindGriller Server has deactivated the F3 keybind. So there's no real way to know where we are, other than to say, obviously, a winter wonderland. Before Cow and I shape-shifted into a different dimension, we were just about to decide on our Christmas card photo. Some of these glamour shots are left here in this raft with chest. Since we are in the swampy dregs of 2024, therefore inasmuch as and so forth, it's too late to actually mail physical Christmas cards. No, and nay. We can, however, message images to friends and loved ones in far-flung parts of the world, accompanied by a photo of a personally heartfelt, sincere, and intimate handwritten message. And no AI, thank you very much. Look here, perhaps you could help Cow and I decide which photo best conveys our inexplicably photogenic selves. I do hope you like my intricately detailed Santa Claus costume, and Cow's reindeer costume is admittedly less successful. Let us see what we shall see. Now, photo number 1, untitled. I remember when this photo was taken. It's 2 Minecraft days ago. Because it was chest day. Look here. Sometimes when your best friend is a quadruped, it means making the appropriate accommodations. A striking bovine figure. And Cow was there too. I remember this day well because it was abs day, hence the impressive 8-pack. And there's a sled and a sack and some hay for Cow. And here's Cow and I from the opposite angle. Unlike Hermitcraft, Cow and I are fully formed structures. There's Cow again in this white toupee. This is very much my Santa can get it pose. And by that I mean a sack and sleigh full of presents. Now, since I can't send a heartfelt and intimate message to all the most faithful viewers of this channel, and that means both of you, and it's not just because I don't have a Cameo account, I propose instead I would share a very short poem with which most of you are already familiar. This poem was first published anonymously in 1823, and it was subsequently attributed to Clement Clark Moore. Now some of you may seem fit to note the inappropriate depictions of smoking, fur-wearing, absent parental figure, indiscriminate obesity, indentured servitude of wild animals, breaking and entering, and, untreated rosacea are not appropriately celebratory subject matters for the holidays. But may I humbly suggest that we could just this once view this poem with the warmth and wonder of youth, which it was intended solemnly to convey. Its original title was A Visit from St. Nicholas, but it is now, of course, most commonly known as The Night Before Christmas. Now, Cow, are you settled in? If you were a drinker, I would offer you a hot toddy. Is this thing on? Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Unique New York, unique New York. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wandering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner went blitzing to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, and then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Hey Cow, do you feel all warm and fuzzy? I feel all warm and fuzzy. Now, no Christmas poem is complete unless it is followed up by an appropriately traditional and sentimental Christmas carol. The most faithful viewers of the channel will know that Cow and I love to spook the neighbors with our door-to-door breakbeat renditions of Christmas classics. Are you excited? I'm excited. Now, in the inimitable words of Candace Kane, hit it!
We all know he is a carcass of a playing every day and a perpetual naysaying. Maybe we won't have to worry much longer. There.
What the lump of coal in my symbolic stocking was that? Yuck, pooey, blech! I think that last note loosened one of my toenails. Anyways, with that being said, and with all the heartfelt sincerity I can muster, sadly, it's time to say our goodbyes, and to convey our best wishes for the new year to each of you, including this channel's loyal list of non-viewers, and that means Leah Michelle, and that Musk guy, and Iskal, and Mark Zuckerberg, and that awful statue of his wife, and the Real Housewives of Orange County, and that alternative facts woman, and Harvey Weinstein, maybe. Oh, and finally, and most deservedly, to those who use their power to bring misery to the most disempowered among us, I offer a clear intimation this Christmas. A wish for hope and love and cheer and change. Now, may 2025 be a stupendous year for us, one and all. Goodbye, so long, Totsians, Totso, Merry Christmas!